War has always carried its fair share of horror, but for some, the memories of combat aren't the only things that haunt them. Imagine being stationed on a battlefield, one of historical prominence. But you're not only wary of enemies. Something far more sinister lingers in the shadows. Travelers dare not speak of it. Soldiers loyal to their post shiver when night falls, and those who live to tell the story are few and far between. This is the story of the forbidden battlefield, a chilling tale buried deep within the trenches of one of World War I's most infamous locations. Welcome to Nightside Archive, where we journey into tales of the unexpected. Tonight we unravel the haunting secrets of France's World War front, the forbidden battlefield, the Battle of Verdun. The name alone evokes a shiver down the spine of any military historian. Known as one of the most brutal engagements of World War I, fought in northeast France, it claimed over 700,000 lives. But what if the death toll wasn't the only chilling thing Verdun became infamous for? For those who have served on patrols through its remnants after the war, Verdun held far darker secrets than enemy shelling. Post-1918, the villagers of Verdun dared not tread near certain war-torn areas, despite reconstruction efforts. Laurent Durand, a farmer whose land bordered these fields, often told his family tales of hearing faint whispers in the dead of night. These weren't ordinary whispers. They came in a multitude of languages: German, French, English, and even Italian. It was as if the muddy grounds of the past couldn't distinguish between friend or foe. It had claimed them all indiscriminately. Those who tried to investigate never returned without losing their grip on reality. Decades later, in 1943, during World War II, American soldiers stationed near Verdun for intelligence missions began reporting bone-chilling incidents. Private Michael Byers recalled a night patrol along a stretch of abandoned trenches. At first, all was silent. Only the soft crunch of dirt under worn boots could be heard. But then, Byers and his unit began hearing what sounded like distant screaming. The screams rose, high-pitched and desperate, as if calling out from beneath the earth itself. Some soldiers brushed it off as wind rushing through the broken labyrinths, but not Byers. Byers claimed he had seen something. Staring into one of the craters illuminated faintly by his flashlight, he described a pair of glowing eyes glaring back. They weren't human, not by any stretch of the imagination. His comrades laughed it off, accusing him of exhaustion. But 2 nights later, an entire section of men disappeared from the same patrol line without a trace. Their tracks just stopped where a trench caved in years earlier, during the initial onslaught of the Battle of Verdun. During the reconstruction efforts immediately after the First War, workers too spoke of unexplainable occurrences. Equipment would suddenly malfunction. Freshly dug trenches would collapse for no geological reason. One man reportedly quit after describing an encounter with what he called the Shadow Men. He said they materialized from the mist rising over the fields at night, flickering like half-formed beings before stretching forward to touch him. He fell unconscious and awoke 10 feet from where he blacked out, covered with scratches across his back. Some say these chilling occurrences stem from the energy of the lives cut short there in endless brutality. Others point to theories of gas seepage playing tricks on soldiers' minds, whispers carried from the ghost of mustard gas itself. However, the tales passed down continue to defy logical explanation. The most unsettling story surfaced in 1987 when a group of ghost hunters ventured to Verdun after obtaining permits to document paranormal activity in wartime landmarks. Among them was Jean-Pierre Rousseau, who reportedly brought along state-of-the-art monitoring equipment. Their team encountered readings never before documented, a low, continuous humming sound that couldn't be traced. Using thermal imaging, they captured what could only be described as spectral forms haunting the battlefield's largest craters. While reviewing this footage in real time, every electronic device they had suddenly powered down. Then the voices began. "They say death is silent," Rousseau wrote in his account. "But in Verdun, it screams, it pleads, it reminds you why men shouldn't play at war." He further described feeling physically held down at times, as if invisible forces gripped his legs when walking too close to certain dugouts. Rousseau's team left the battlefield that night, and days later, 2 members reportedly fell ill with symptoms doctors couldn't diagnose. Rumors claim Jean-Pierre himself refused to disclose the full extent of what they witnessed, but swore never to return. Today, tour guides cautiously navigate visitors near these blister-packed battlefields, warning them not to stray far from daylight hours. Tales of cameras malfunctioning without just cause, footsteps being followed in isolation, and even handprints appearing on muddy walls that vanish moments later are common. The French government, fearing panic, officially attributed these events to the area's unstable soil compressing over old graveyards of the fallen. But locals know better. To them, the mists that rise at twilight are not from weather shifts, but souls, thousands of them, waiting, watching, claiming those who wander too close. So would you venture there under the moon's light, knowing Verdun's past doesn't rest in history books alone? These are the dark tales that refuse to stay buried, a chilling reminder of the invisible scars war leaves behind. The forbidden battlefield whispers its story still. So next time you gaze across a field where men bled for ideals, stop and wonder what or who truly lies beneath. Keep an eye out, for history's shadows may see you, even when you can't see them back. Until next time, this concludes our latest entry at Nightside Archive. Sweet dreams, if you can sleep.